How do you overcome the fear of looking weird or being rejected whenever you minister to someone? I think this is something that every single person has struggled with, who has a desire to go out and minister. Whenever maybe you're in that situation where you know you can bring up Jesus, or maybe when you're put in a situation where you're talking to someone about Jesus, you kind of have that thought in the back of your head that says, what if I look weird when I'm saying it? What if they don't receive what I'm saying? What if they don't want to be my friend after I share this with them? And hear me, guys, I've gone through this. And even sometimes still today, I have that thought in the back of my head, but I've done two things to kind of help me overcome that when I'm in that situation. The first thing I do is mentally say to myself, and sometimes physically say to myself, it's not about you. I think whenever we go into those situations, we kind of become self-centered in a way. We think, how am I going to look? How's this going to make me feel? Am I going to get what I want out of this? But it's not about you. And when you can have that full understanding of that, you can just completely go into that and just be completely willing to do what God has called you to do. And hear me, I understand maybe the conversation you have might not end the way you want. I get that. And that can sometimes be very sad. But when we do what God has called us to do, even when it doesn't end the way we want, it's still okay, because God can use any situation for his glory. And the second thing you have to do is just do it. How many of us have done things that were scary at first, but then the more we did it, the more comfortable we became? It's the same thing for ministry. If you shy away from every opportunity God gives you to share the love of God with someone, you're never going to do it because you're going to be afraid. And the enemy likes to use that fear to stop you from doing what God has called you to do. So I want to encourage you, don't let fear or nerves stop you from doing what God has called you to do, because what God calls you to do is amazing. And maybe in that moment, it might be a little scary, but when you start walking in it, it's going to be great.